This land is your land. This land is my land. From California, well, to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest to the gold.
Welcome to Markie's World. I'm Markie Shinn, your host, and who I have here with me today is Calvin Jarrette, aka Taboo. If you know who Taboo is, he's a stepper. Hello, Taboo.
Hey.
Now, is it all right to have you up here with me? I mean, is it taboo?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed our dance today. I needed that.
I know we had a ball.
You and God said today, I needed that.
Oh, we got to do that more.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot. And we step good together.
Oh, please, steppers, we connect, bam.
Right.
If we steppers.
But you know what, you gotta, it's been a while for me. Everybody who knows me know my story, but what I want you to do is to practice with me a little bit more on my
absolutely.
terms.
Right.
Hey, look, you know what, I'm good. All I need is just, now hold on.
I know, I'm sorry.
Take him home and stretch him too. Pretty soon he's gonna be the same height as that other one they just left out. That's for real, ain't it? Okay, come on, man.
Go ahead.
Okay, so anyway. Oh my God. You never put it on silent. No, that's your woman.
I'm not a Here you go. Now you better put that. Lord, it's okay. You just set me up. You turn it down on the side. It's okay, just put it right there. Ain't no ring. Here we go. Lord,
anyway, we stepped pretty good together. I like that.
Yes, absolutely.
I like that. So anyway, he and I are going to be setting up a steppers thing very soon here at the Beverly Hills Art Gallery. Are you going to be doing? Yeah, I'm glad you are. Are you going to be doing any stepping lessons?
Yeah, what I want to do here, and this is something that I've always wanted to do. I want to do 2 sessions. I want to do a male-only session.
Oh, okay.
So I can teach these men how to lead.
Hey, I got a girlfriend. You might know her, Martina.
I know when I see him.
Light skin. Okay, she's light skin, kind of thin. She bow-legged. She steps real good. But she's also been going to school for leading.
Yeah, but you can't teach a woman how to lead because stepping is a muscle memory.
Yeah.
And that means she got to turn, and she dances on the left side.
You know what, that would be kind of complicated because first of all.
That's just like flipping me upside down.
But I'm just telling you what was told to me.
But yeah, that's what they doing though. But me, see.
But you know what? We're our age. The women are out here dancing with other women.
Well, the thing
and
about
straight women.
But the thing about what people I do interviews, but since I've been, since God has blessed me to do what I'm doing with my MLK and creating economic development and opening these factories all over the country, man, Craig, I kind of pulled away from stepping, but people fail to realize that man on man is the highest level of stepping. And the reason that is because when we were coming up in these projects and you meet a sister and she live on the west side, well, you gotta dance with her brother first.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, before you can come over there. So if you wasn't getting down with her brother, you wasn't cool, and that was just the code of honor.
Because they
dance with the brother.
When they ask you who you be.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then when he give her that nod and say he okay, then he can dance with her.
Yeah.
So and that's why you see all these great male dancers out here, because we didn't handle the women
Yeah.
as we handled each other in that basement.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
we went hard.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why people don't realize why stepping went all over the world, because it's the most popular dance ever because of
And
that.
it keep you out of trouble.
Because of that culture, and it saved my life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and
Keep you out
stepping
of
actually saved my life. So when we go out of town and we talk about, like, I got a video on YouTube, over 2 million views, man on man, and then I have to educate the people out of town because they don't understand it because they ain't never saw it. They just picked up a dance that on the back end.
I'm glad you said that. Let me tell you something. I got a complaint. You know, some of these women, they're not learning how to step.
Right.
They're not really learning how to step. They're
Right.
just learning the basics of
Right.
it. And they wear these skeezy
Stiletto.
dresses and
Yeah.
and they just get doing that just to be out there. They don't even know what stepping is
It's not
all
that they don't
about.
know the culture.
We used to have to practice every day.
Absolutely.
You got to practice every day, and that's what kept me out of the streets. You know, I mean, I was up all night, but you know.
But the thing is this, and the reason why stepping got out there so quick, because the people that came up on us, see, crack killed stepping. When crack came in,
Oh yeah.
the steppers went out.
Right.
So we left it dormant for 10 years.
But that was okay because
Yeah.
you know what? That was that disco time.
Absolutely.
Remember?
And then what happened was when these guys that grew up, they saw what their brothers or older uncles used to do, and instead of them going to them for direction, they tried to figure out what they doing. That's why 8 count came. There ain't no 8 count in stepping. Stepping is a 6 count thing.
Okay, but see, you know what? I don't go back counting.
No. Let me say this.
When you,
We never counted.
okay, right.
But we never taught either. We taught as we went.
Right.
So if I seen a
But
guy,
that's what's
if I seen a guy, a move that he did, I'll go and say, man, show me that move, because we all knew the basics.
They missing the struggle.
See the reason
Right.
why they had to count, because they had to learn the basics. We were born with the basics, right, man? We come up with it. When you come out of Cook County Hospital, the basics was in you. See what I'm saying? But these cats, they didn't have the basics. So they was trying to mimic what we was doing, so the other 2 steps that they count is really 2 pauses. It's 2 pauses in the dance. They count them as steps. So I had to go out here and correct them, and then you got people counting, and I'm like, well, and then you got females counting. I'm like, this is a male-driven dance, so what you counting for? So if I'm, hold on for a second. If I'm leading you and you counting, and I'm on 2 and you on 4, that means, you know what I mean? What's my job? So this is sad, man, because
Somebody had to explain it to me because I was like, what the hell?
and and the thing
They
about it,
count when they
they lip moving, and they got names for terms. I'm like, you gotta have a dictionary to
And they be
stand.
like, wait, hold on. They be like, so you do 6
or 8. You know, that's crazy. That's like, how did you have 2 counts in one day? But go ahead, sister.
I just want to know, did stepping originate in Chicago?
Yes,
So they made in Chicago.
We are numero uno.
But the only thing
it wasn't step.
It was
I
Bob.
was a disciple, and we was going against the stones over the tree, and it was Bob.
It was
Right.
Bob.
It was Bob.
Right. So and then. But then what happened when Sam Chapman came, we started doing.
But you know what, when you was teaching her
Yeah.
1, 2, cross,
That's
that's
it. It's all bobbing.
If you know
Sam
bobbing,
Chapman,
you can.
bobbing is, look, stepping is bobbing. Forget
Yeah.
stepping.
Yeah.
Don't
All you
even.
do is just pay attention to what
differentiate
he
it for
taught
her.
you on that. and-
Stepping is bobbing. Sam Chapman coined the frame and put stepping in there.
Right.
But stepping is bobbing. I learned how to bob. Everybody that's stepping, that's original,
Yeah.
are bobbers. But you know how black people are. We'll come and change something in 2
But
seconds.
you know what, when we was bopping, we was turning
Oh yeah, but I mean, but the thing about it is this, and I gotta do it, because Craig's son watch my videos every day.
Okay.
Craig send me videos like, no, I think you already. so I got this, so that made me and my little nephew and my little grandson, Courtney, they want to be great steppers. So now I got to go out here and cut this whole game off because I got to give my grandchild and Craig's son the opportunity that I had. They ain't finna get out there with no jumbled up situation that they got to try to figure out. So now these new school steppers in trouble because I'm finna shut the whole game down because it's about my grandchildren and Craig's son. Because they want to get the game
I would like
right.
to see some younger people.
Oh no, that's what we're gonna have in here. My thing is, I'm going from 14 on up to like 18, and then I'm gonna have the 5, 6, because I started when I was 11.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. I told you, listen.
Yeah, she told me.
I told you. I told you.
She told me.
I was everywhere.
Absolutely.
I was everywhere. I taught him how to step.
You sure did.
Now look at it.
And look, we walked in there, I ain't seen it in 10 years, and we hit it. But that's the goodness of stepping though. You know, you can, stepping, because in Chicago, you got, you know, when R. Kelly came out with stepping name, look, I went to Arkansas, my cousin them talking about step, side to side, hip around. At the family reunion, you go to the family reunion in Arkansas, yeah, I know how to step. Hold up. So you got, and then you got the basement steppers. Yeah. Where they don't go to the, because in Chicago you got the big common, you got the ass guy, you got the middle, and then you got the people that just dance in the basement. That's a whole different level.
Let me ask you a Taboo something.
Go ahead.
If you know big as these folks is now, what you think a waistline party is?
Come on, $100.
Well, you know about they think it's snickers, you fat.
Waistline, you know you used to imagine that's what you pay to get in.
You know you had to tell me to take
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Don't you talk about you told me not to. 69 got you gone. The same tape measure to tell you. Yeah. That's what they had at the door when the girls in the meeting come telling you. That's what you pay by. What I'm telling you now is you'll make a fortune with these big old gals.
Oh, that's so. The culture of it now is. But let me make a point. I'm gonna make a point.
These people are left the truth, and they don't went crazy.
But look, let me make a point.
Yes.
COVID, the best thing that happened for stepping was COVID. Because stepping was just going on a fast course sideways.
It sure was.
So COVID shut it down.
Yeah.
Because then we have to understand this.
I
White America made more money off stepping and they had no idea what it was.
No.
We filling up hotels, 5,000 people, white folk like, $35.
When those white people learn how to step, they do a good job.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying, I'm talking about the hotels and, you know, the we go to St. Louis, 7,500 us. We stay there for 5 days. We spending $2 million in food. I mean, so.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
We gotta bring them economics back to our community.
Hey, Taboo, when they had this $1 degree buddy, I didn't get dances when I was a gangster. I didn't get dances because I had the thumbelina out. When you spin the girl and stick back in the middle of her head, they didn't dance with me. That nigga messed up my head.
I used to love to spin. They don't.
Yeah, I know. That's my thing. Because see, the thing with me is this: I'm an executioner on the dance floor.
Yes, sir.
Because I know science. Yeah. So I won 100 straight contests with 100 different women, and I really never had a partner because I used to tell my partner all the time.
He missed me. He couldn't do it.
I would tell my partner, ain't nobody in this contest but me and you.
That's good.
Period.
That's good.
I'm your competitor.
He was at my birthday
They
party.
don't even matter.
He was at my birthday party
Yeah.
at the ballroom and shut the party down.
It is?
Oh, how come?
He was out there trying to step. He was taking a couple of different women and stepping and swirling it.
Oh,
They was sitting there looking with their mouth on with their new suits on. The suits got wet.
Because what
These men go out, they don't even ask women to dance anymore. They
No.
be standing up there on the side. That's why women are dancing with
right.
women now.
And what my thing was with stepping is that what I try to do to educate the people on the floor is that everything has a science. And I understood the science of the dance. So we as black people, and I use stepping as an example because everybody want to be great overnight. So they cut corners, they do stuff that don't connect to what we doing, and they just, because you know in stepping, if you fat and you a cold stepper, you got the coldest women in the field chasing you around. So, and then you got people like the bully. The bully that ain't never had, like the police, they wear their uniform when they on work. Because that's the MO. Like that lady that come out to the park, with Sophie Key called us, she said she wasn't even supposed to be at the park. She know I'm way too few. Like, what you got your uniform on for? Messing with them people. They do that every year. So, you know, what happened with stepping, it's just so big. And they just, man, they learn on Monday and Friday they teach it.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
You understand what I'm saying?
Everybody teaching.
And what I came to do, it was a DJ. I was at a conference, a symposium in Detroit, and the DJ said, man, it took me about 10 years to figure out that when Taboo come in, the music gotta change. Okay? The whole party gotta shift. Because people come to see me dance. They see you on these videos, because I always kept the dance clean. I didn't cut no corners. You do a contest where I tell them in the contest, I've been the national champion for 8 straight years, because I told them, we ain't doing no flips, I ain't never did no split, I ain't never did nothing outside of the dance. So you do it, now you in the contest, and then you got 99% of the people in the contest ain't no stepper. So if you do a split, they excited, they just come to see something. So they holler, so the next person gonna come up, he gonna do a triple no, okay? The next person gonna jump off the chandelier. So now you ain't got no stepping contest no more. Now you in gymnastics.
And they dance by themselves.
So I changed the whole game. I told all the promoters, you can't do no props, and can't nobody stand on the floor with me. Stepping journey to say, I ain't gonna say Taboo the greatest stepper ever, but I'll tell you this, I don't know nobody working with what he working with, period, because I never go out of the process. Every basic, you gotta reset. You gotta reset like me and you was dancing. Every basic, you have to reset. You ever look at these new schoolers, it's like, are they dancing off the music? Because they're so busy counting the music, it don't matter no more. You turn the music off. Because they're not in the process. So I since my godson want to be a great step and my grandson want to be a great step at 10, I got to oblige them on that. So now the step is in trouble. Because now we've been turning this thing into a basic dance with these young people. I want my grandson to have the same opportunity that I had to be a great person, step and led me into this manufacturing I'm doing.
How to be creative.
Absolutely.
You have to have your own creativity when you're stepping in. And that's gone.
And it's a shame, man, black people, and I love my people to death, man, but we'll rupture something, man. We'll take something good and annihilate it.
Taboo best friend Nikki in Texas danced with Slim, Herbie,
Cold Blood,
and I can't think of the other boy on 47th Street. I borrowed him from the set. They danced over there.
I mean, Slim, and look, and the sad part about it, The new Slim walked into a party, and the new schoolers looked at him like he was dirt. I'm like, hold up, because they don't know the history.
Right.
And I shut it down. I said, hold up, no, this can't happen. I said, let me tell y'all something. I turned the music off. I said, I don't care if he come in here in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
He's still the king. And until y'all know y'all history, white folk, you talk about baseball, they don't care about no Hank Aaron, Willie Mae, they talking about Babe Ruth. His record been broken 50 years ago because they respect their culture.
Right.
And what made me come back when I seen them do that swing. Talking about he used to be, oh man, if you man, turn that music off. Now we're in a conference. We ain't stepping up. It's a conference now. Because if somebody, and he thanked me right now today, because that man, people don't realize this. If it weren't for Slim, you wouldn't have no Soul Train Awards. He was at Board of Trade when Don Cornelius was a weatherman for Channel 9. And he won the show, Soul Train. They didn't even have no film in the camera.
Hold on.
They just ran it live.
You know, I was one of the
I know you was.
Wait,
Absolutely.
I'm for real. I was one of the steppers that
That was on Soul
that was
Train.
here.
That's what I'm talking about. So what happened? Let me tell you the story. They loved it in California.
Yeah,
So they asked Don Cornelius to bring Slim and Nicky to California. Don Cornelius went on his own
Through the back door.
and cut a deal and never took Slim, messed Slim's whole life. Slim wound up in prison, and people don't know how that affected. And right before Don Cornelius took his life, he came to Chicago and found Slim and apologized to him. That, you understand? Slim, man, with Slim life, I'm talking about, wouldn't been no Soul Train Awards with James Brown, and we don't understand the seed that Slim laid. And Don Cornelius, because Clinton Gent was my man, and Clinton said, man, Clinton Gent, he left Clinton Gent here and went to LA and didn't take Slim. And they changed that thing that they were flipping and all kind of crazy stuff. But can you understand how that did Slim's life? If they would have sent him to LA, him and Nicky,
It would have
it changed the whole.
That's why he came back. You know, it
Don Cornelius is conscious. He came back to Chicago. Man, look, when I took Slim to St. Louis and got him to life, I mean, I'm talking about they had buried him in the ground like he wasn't nobody. I took Slim to St. Louis. I was the chairman of the Lifetime Achievement Award. That's like the Emmys and the Grammys. And when I went in there, I found Slim on 47th Street, cleaned him up, took him to St. Louis, put him in a hotel, and when they presented him his Lifetime Achievement Award, it was 1,500 people in there. I said, let me tell y'all something. If everybody in this room don't stand up, this party over. And you know how Negroes are, the lady, I never forget, man, the lady in the back from San Antonio, she said, I never seen nothing like that. She was a school teacher. She said, man, I ain't never seen nobody make 1,500 people stand up.
Wow.
She said they was squirming it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing they heard, this party's over. If 1,500 people don't stand up for this man.
But now, okay, talking about these steppers, who started these different stepping from Chicago out to the different other states?
Because they had to leave Chicago because they knew it wouldn't work here.
No,
let me tell you, they left Chicago because they knew the stuff they were doing wouldn't work here. So they left to Chicago to go and create them a base somewhere else.
We was actually doing doing very well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying from original stepping side, they knew they couldn't compete.
But I'm talking about right now.
So that's,
I'm talking about now, because it's got, if you go.
oh, they done poisoned it now, because what they did was, see, people, people out of town, they funny. You gotta understand this. If you go into a party, it just say step again, 5,000 people there. It ain't number, it's 2 people from 2,500 cities. There ain't nobody. So they all get together. A bunch of nobody. 2,500 nobody. So when they go back home, they ain't nobody. So they
That's why I don't go to them.
they group up together, and I just look at them. I say, so you's a bum in your city. So they done took stepping in this day hovering ground. But the thing is, these dudes in Chicago done tricked them like they somebody. So they set the workshops up for them. And then when they come to Chicago, they don't even speak to them. Because they came. So that's the question. Right. That answers your question. And I look at these cats. And let me tell you, the honest to God truth. I said, the reason I was in a symposium in Detroit, and they said, what's the difference between new school stepping and old school stepping? And I said to them, that new school stepping don't have a Red Ross. See, with Red Ross, he policed the dance. So ain't no anybody gonna come up in there. Man, I said, let me tell you, look, I said, we in Atlanta at the, but you gotta have police everywhere you go. We in Atlanta at a little heritage ball. And it's about 7,500 people in there. And you know, everybody said, well, then we're gonna go to the heritage ball. So some gangsters from Chicago came up in the heritage ball. And they looked up in there, they said, Taboo, man, we finna stick up everybody in here. I said, no, y'all can't do that. Because they seen the spirit. They said, man, there ain't no stepping spirit up in here. Take everything. They, look, man, they finna put the thing in the door. Everybody, like they finna put them sticks across the door. And clean house. And I pulled them to the side. I'm like, oh man, y'all can't do that. But it's the spirit. Man, that thing is so weak. I'm like, yeah, I said, man, y'all to convince all these little bitty people to take somebody. I said, man, y'all get these people killed. But my answer to that question, and I meant it, I said the reason why original stepping and new school stepping is different because they didn't have a red wall. And you gotta have a police and everything, and it ain't like red wall for no bad person. It's just that the little bitty people just knew not to come. You know what I'm saying? Am I correct? Little bitty people say, no, I can't do that one. So everybody in there was of the same caliber. They might be from the west side, south side, GD, Stone, or whatever, but they were all, you know, second, third tier.
The same class.
You know what I'm saying? Man, you wonder, I said, man, y'all, I said, boy, Rick Ross would come up in here, and you know, like the movie with Eddie Murphy there, when they stuck the whole joint in. And man, they come up in here and clean up. Because ain't no spirit up in here, man, ain't no gangster. You know, stepping ain't nothing but gangsters. You know what I'm saying? It's all street.
That's right.
So if you, I'll never forget. On that's why, you know, manufacturing is my heart. But if it wasn't for stepping, I wouldn't even be here no more. We in the McCormick place, and you know, on Christmas they would do the little special parties for the holiday, you know, so everybody. I told my cousin, man, we had a little dinner, at the house, and my cousin had this little girlfriend, Marilyn, I never forget, real pretty. And so I said, he said, where you going, cousin? I said, I'm going down to the McCormick place, step set. I'm taking her with, no, don't take her with you, man. See, you know the person she done served, okay? These niggas got Cadillac, long butter, maize. I said, cuz, you leave her here, cause I can't protect it. This players up and you the only person she ever saw. So you just leave her home, and I'm telling you, my cousin had confidence that he could keep Merle.
Oh, Lord.
And he might still be in the nut house now. Because my man, friend of mine, took his girl. And Michael Jones dead. But I said, cuz, man, she ain't seen nobody but you, man. You don't want to bring over here. That's a whole nother level. So we in the club in McCormick place. So little Jerry off 51st. You know, you see somebody new, you know they out of place. So I never forget it, man. My man was dancing, you know, holiday people come out, they read flies off the pole, they creep on in there. And so Jerry said, man, I need them shoes, man. So the guy, he like, huh? So he got a pretty woman, and look, and my man like, man, I need them now. So I tell him, man, I never forget it. I said to his woman, I said, sister, I said, your guy ain't no punk. I said, and I don't never want you to not respect him. But I'm going to tell him to get them shoes up. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to walk y'all to the car. Because Jerry going to take them shoes one way or the other. So that's what he come here to do. And he took his shoes off, because I ain't never trying to get in nobody's business. Right. But I understand when you out of place.
Right.
And he gave him shoes up. I walked him to the car. I said, now, sister, you do what I ask you to. I want you to love him more now. Okay? It wasn't worth it. You know, when they lose respect for you and all of that. Yeah. So I've always been that kind of guy in the stepping world to this day, because I never slept around. You know what I'm saying? I never did no hanky-panky. I wasn't no saint. I just did mine around the corner. You know what I'm saying? I would never taboo. I don't know how to step.
Well, first of all, where did taboo come from?
Now, let me tell you this. Now, if you go see all of my homies, my aunt, my name is Calvin.
Okay.
I was the only child.
Okay.
And my aunt called me Boo.
Oh.
So if you ever see any of my friends, they call me Calboo.
Calboo.
The stepping world, you know, one person say Calboo, and then get to the other end. See Boo.
Now you won't.
Oh yeah, no. You compare people walk up right now, what's up, Calboo?
Okay.
Most of the people in the park, because they come up with me.
Okay.
So, and that's why my cousins be on Facebook, they be, you know, people be like, we playing Taboo. My cousin be like, this baby ain't no Taboo. But, you know, you get it stretched out there so long, I mean, why you gonna try to challenge it? Right. So, you know, the people that know me call me Calboo, and I know where he came from. Taboo is what the stepping world called it, so it is what it is. You know, some people that grew up with me, they slip up sometimes, call me, nigga, you know you don't call me that. But it is what it is. Right. You know, and it don't bother me, you know, because I understand it's all love. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, that's nice. I mean, as long as you're not really taboo.
No. I'm Calboo.
Calboo.
You have a Markie called me. But anyway, you know, my thing is that I haven't talked about stepping in so long, because I'm so, you know, God bless me with this MLK thing.
You are still out here stepping.
Oh yeah, they at the 50-yard line right now. Yeah, I ain't going. You know.
And they at the ring?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Just, you know, because the thing about it is that the one thing I say about steppers is this.
I know.
They just so empty. I say, you know, and I do conference calls with them all the time, because they're so empty on the inside. And that's the only thing that they connect with.
You know what,
Remember
you
we
gotta
talked
have
about
a little
that
bit more.
I say, now check this out. Next year, and we put a little bitty dance floor in the corner, over by behind the tree or something. Okay, there's gonna be 10,000 steppers out there trying to get on that floor because they empty. They have nothing,
You know what, that is.
And they understand that. And then the same thing with me is this: they don't know how to approach me because of my rank in the stepping game. So they
I gave him that ring.
She gave me the ring, so they kind of, like still, but me and Red gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out, but they know I love them to death. I mean, I'm telling you, it's over 250 people in Chicago that got the Step Lifetime Achievement Award that I created, and they don't have none.
You gave me one.
In St. Louis. She got hers. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make sure that original steppers in there. When I found Nikki, I shut a whole party down in Texas. I'm like, let me tell y'all something. This the queen of stepping. Y'all run around here like she can't dance. She the queen of stepping.
Are you talking about me?
So I think the Creator has put me, you know how he preserves things. I think because stepping really, I love it, but my thing is that when God blessed me to do what I do, I just, I horn in on it. But I love stepping so much that I just want to make sure that the young people, like Craig's son and my grandson, just get an opportunity to do it the way it's supposed to be done and take it. Because, in everything.
That's why they still out here stepping up during the COVID.
Because they empty.
Because but see, it's a, you know what? When I told you where I was at and all that, going through all of those things, inside, and this is how I was. Sometimes I'm able to go out stepping, and sometimes I don't. But after a while, I feel like a lion in a cage.
Yes.
Like I got to get out and do some stepping. And so just imagine ones that doing it every day.
And another thing, when we were coming up, you get a flyer in the mailbox. It wasn't no stepping no every day, man. I ain't stepping no every day. How can you love something that you know what I'm like every single day? We got a flyer and we like, we gonna get a suit made and we go. You know what I'm saying? Might be another set 2 months from now. But doing it every day, they killed it.
You're missing a lot of things like what Calvin was saying, because how could you teach your grandchildren anything? They the ones out here doing the shooting. The steppers are grandkids.
And guess what I told the steppers? I said, look,
Get your kids.
go get your grandkids. Period. Go get your grandkids. That's why that carjacking stopped. I said, go get your grandkids. Go get because I got grandchildren. Go get your grandchildren and tell them to cut that mess out. And that's when, they go look at them, say, you doing something? So, steppers got a lot of power because one stepper controls 100 votes. You got steppers that left Chicago, but they never changed their address. So you got 25,000 steppers that ain't even here no more, but they still register here. So they come back, vote, you don't even count because you don't even know where they are. And then they got 100 family members apiece. So it's a lot, it's a lot, and I can't wait till COVID is over so I can take it to another, and this is a start for me to be able to bring the men in here, teach them how to lead.
Yeah, we have to get
bring the kids in here, because what me and Craig gonna do, because with 900 King Drives, our goal is to go to every King Drive in this country, and I know I can do it through the steppers, because I get on the phone and tell the steppers I need an ambassador.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, so I get steppers, I got ambassadors, I get 900 people just like that. But what we gonna do, we gonna do a stepping class for the parents, and then Craig gonna do a basketball camp for the kids. And we're gonna do that in conjunction.
Oh, yeah,
so that was the sheet that I gave him with all the cities on there, where we can kind of break. But I got a class in Phoenix City, Alabama next Sunday. But we'll be talking because I'm back at it. We going, like I said, we going hard. We want to really because
I don't know what he back there doing. Look, what is he back there doing? Thank the Queen for inviting me to her show, and I just hope y'all have fun. We got a whole lot of stuff because we got to do a whole lot more promoting for the children and get all this stuff done. They have to do something with their hands, and that is one of the best things that you can do for a boy is to give them something to do with their hands.
And like I say, my thing is I'm getting ready to cut about 500 Craig Hodges jersey, and then Red Ross played in high school. I mean, all these athletes.
Well, I taught him how to.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on now. I taught him how to. Who taught you how to police the
stuff.
You ain't teach real.
My brother here, they won a state championship, so you gotta go back to, and there's very few high school teams won a state championship. When he went to Atlanta in the 70s,
wow.
It was some people out there talking
We gotta
about.
do his jersey.
He was talking to some people, some elder players down there, right?
Yeah.
So they were saying, man, only one guy came do his shit up the town, had a girl in the trunk and everything.
This land is your land.